You have to love yourself in order to attract princess treatment. Even if a guy is courting you, taking you on a date, trying to do things for you, if you don't love yourself and if your self esteem is not high, you're going to feel like you owe this man something and you're going to try to sell yourself short. Meaning having sex with him on the second date, third date, or somewhere in the beginning, that's way too early. Okay, so even after he has taken you on a date and spent some money on you, because you're showing him that, okay, now it's my turn to give to you, he's going to stop trying to impress you and he's going to stop spending money and courting you and treating you with respect because you already showed him that you are bought. All right. So a lot of girls get very excited when guys show them attention. When girls reach their 20s, they start to fill out a little bit. They learn how to do their hair, they learn how to do their makeup. So their presentation is a lot more mature and a lot more, just upgraded. And guys, will automatically flock to you, especially when you go out. So some girls are not used to that level of attention and admiration. So their whole life, they have perceived themselves as being a girl that isn't worthy, or being a girl that's not popular or not chosen, right? Or in demand or whatever. But now that you're finally getting all that attention, sometimes girls do not know what to do with it. And in order to keep that attention, they feel like they have to give something, of equal value or whatever, or they have to reciprocate that energy so they can keep the attention of that man. But really, you don't have to do that. You don't have to have sex unless you literally want to. And if the guy is not showing you as much energy anymore, if he's not taking you out anymore, if his text messages are slowing down and, he's starting to dwindle a little bit, let him go. Let him go. 90% of guys out here are just looking for a girl that they can have consistent sex with. They're not even looking for commitment. They're not looking to build with a woman. They're not looking to build a beautiful foundation for a future. They're just looking for a girl they can lock down so they can have consistent and reliable sex. Okay? So even if a guy courts you, even if a guy takes you on a date, that does not mean that you have to give it up to keep him around. If he wants to pressure you to give up your body by the second and third date, that is what he was doing it for. That's what he was spending the money for. That's what he was investing the time and energy for. He wasn't doing it so he can get to know you and so y'all's relationship can have some longevity, and he understands that, it takes time to get to know someone, because in his mind, it only takes 1 or 2 dates to get in your panties. So you have to look at yourself in a higher regard, right? You are not who you were in elementary school. You are not who you were in middle school. You are not who you were in high school. You are grown. You are grown. You got your grown woman curves. You got your mature face. Your face is filling out. You know what I'm saying? You know how to do your hair now. You know how to do your makeup now. Like, you are a totally different bitch. And you have to believe it. You have to believe it. You are no longer that scrawny little girl with the toe up edges in high school. That is not you no more. You're not giving off that same frequency. You're not giving off that same vibe. Guys are actually chasing you now. They like you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are one of the pick of the litters now. You know what I'm saying? And you have to believe that. So you have to love yourself enough and have standards for yourself enough to where a guy has to continuously prove himself to you over time. And I'm not just saying just spend all this money so we can get to know each other, but see if he wants to get to know you as a friend. See if he's willing to stick around you for the next couple of weeks or months just to get to know you as a friend. If a guy doesn't even want to get to know you as a friend, why would you even consider him to be a candidate to be your boyfriend? Right? So, one thing that I realized, right? And this is through just dating and just experiencing life. My last relationship, right? I was with a guy and we didn't have an extensive courting phase. It was more so like a few dates here and there, and we would just get some food from time to time. But it really wasn't like, he didn't really court me like strongly, like, you know what I'm saying? We kind of just I liked him so much that I didn't even want him to spend that much money on me, right? Because I don't know, I just wanted to pour into him super early. I was chasing him kind of, and we kind of got comfortable with each other really fast. Now, in the relationship, he made sure that he was satisfied sexually, right? Now, my sex drive was not on the level his was. So, like 75% of the time we did the do, I didn't want to. Like, I felt like I was doing it for him as a favor. And I used to express this, and he used to like kind of express like disappointment, but then tell me, oh, it's okay though. But before saying it's okay, he used to always let me know that he didn't like that, right? So I would really disregard the second comment because it's like, I mean, you want me to know that you're annoyed with me, but it's okay though, you know what I'm saying? Like, so in that relationship, I felt like it was my duty to keep him satisfied. It was my duty to like take care of him and be a woman and be feminine and all this stuff. And, you know, toward the end, I realized that this man didn't really love me at all. He just loved what I did for him. He loved how I made him feel. He loved how I made him look in public. He just loved things about me. But when it came to my feelings, when it came to things that I had a concern with, when it came to like just me and my feelings, he never ever like let me lean in. He never created a safe space for me to express myself. And if he didn't want something, it was like that was it. Like there was no room for discussion, there was no room for compromise. It was just always an argument when it came to things that I wanted and let's say he didn't. So my feelings really didn't matter the entire relationship. Every time I tried to express my feelings, it was an argument. And if I was smart, right? If I knew what I knew now back then, I would have known that if a man does not care about your feelings, if a man does not respect your opinion, if a man doesn't care that you're crying, if a man can literally walk away from you while you're crying and not, it literally doesn't faze him at all, he does not care about you. So now looking back, I realized that he did a lot of love bombing and a lot of manipulation and persuading to make us a couple, quote unquote, just so he can have consistent and reliable sex. Now, the reason why I feel like that is because after that relationship ended, after I kicked his ass out my apartment, I was dating again. After maybe 6 months, I started dating again. Well, no, I was dating here and there, but I really wasn't dating. I was just going on dates just to get myself reacclimated. But after about 6 months, I actually started catching feelings for guys, right? And this one guy I was talking to, I told him, I'm not trying to have sex with no one. I was in a relationship for 2 years. I done had enough sex for the next decade. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to just get to know people and just see, you know what I'm saying? And he literally told me that is perfectly fine. He was like, I don't mind being your friend. I just want to be around you. He was like, I'll never pressure you for sex. And he was like, we can just literally take it as slow as you want to go. He said, I'm on your time. And I said, okay, we'll see. So after that, we were linking up more and we were going on dates. We were having fun. And he did not pressure me once. He did not pressure me once, okay? The only time, we got a little bit sexual, I'm the one that initiated it. And it's literally because I wanted to, not because I thought, oh my God, if I don't do it, he's not going to hang out with me no more. He's not going to want to be around me. Like, he showed the exact same enthusiasm after a night of us having fun and him just dropping me off as a guy that would expect sex after that. You know what I'm saying? And it made me feel so comfortable around him. It made me feel so like, I don't know, just like accepted, comfortable, because it made me feel like good that he was willing to go at my pace, So once again, you do not have to give something to get something in return when it comes to men. If a man wants you, he will be around you. And if a man does not want to, make the time, carve out the time to be around you, it's probably because he doesn't have the funds. Maybe he is like a very prideful person that wants to make sure he does something extravagant or something that you can post and talk about to your friends. And if he doesn't have the money to do that, he may just stay at home, right? And act like he's busy, but really he's just saving up, right? Or maybe he has a child that he, has to distribute his funds for. Or maybe he has a whole woman that he's trying to hide from. So if a guy is not pursuing you, if he's not trying to make his energy felt in your life, let it go. Let it go. And, at this point in your life, you do not have to give guys something in exchange for them to give you attention or be around you. You are the prize. You are what you are. You are it. You are it. You are the prize. He wants to be around you. He wants your energy. He wants to experience you. So you don't have to give anything that you are not ready to give. And if he's pressuring you, or if he's making it seem like, I can't wait forever, or, blah, 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 that should really offend you. First of all, that should disgust you. It's like, damn, like you can't, you are anticipating having sex so bad that you're going to sit here and act like an animal and tell me that you can't wait forever, or you can't wait for this and you can't wait for that. If you can't wait for me, you can just get the hell on. Because if that's the only reason why you're in my presence, get the hell on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Do not think that you have to exchange your body for a guy to want to be around you. Let him play the field. Let him do what he does with those other girls that are gullible and that have low self-esteem and low self-worth and are willing to give up their body for one date to keep a guy around them. It's like paying a guy to keep him around you. You're paying him with sex to keep him around you. Right? Doesn't make any sense. So a guy that is, number one, not thirsty for that and that only, right? A guy should always be attracted to you, right? He should lust after you, a little bit, and, make it known that he finds you physically attractive. But if the only purpose of being around you is to get in your panties, come on now. We're not doing that. Come on now. We're not doing that. So make sure you love yourself, value yourself, put yourself on a pedestal, and accept the fact that you are a bad bitch now. That's just who you are. You no longer suffer from lonely girl syndrome, ugly syndrome, whatever you thought was wrong with you in middle school, why guys weren't talking to you, that is no longer you. You are no longer that girl. You are a whole different girl now. You are a woman now. Guys want you. Guys are after you. And guys are willing to spend the necessary time and energy and money it takes to be around you and be in your essence and smell your perfume and touch your soft body and give you hugs and, you know what I'm saying, and be seen out with you in public. Like, you are it. You are the prize. So you have to make sure you remember that if you want men to treat you like that. Do not sell yourself short. That is literally the opposite of princess treatment. It is the opposite. You're treating him like a princess at this point. If you feel like one date equals one sex, you are not treating yourself like a princess. Therefore, how can he? How can he even value you? How can he put you on a pedestal? How can he think, oh my gosh, what can I do to make this girl like me? What can I do? Like, he has to wonder a little bit. He has to wonder a little bit how to get you. You know what I'm saying? He has to put in work, weeks of work, time, money, energy, consistency. And guys know this. Don't ever think that guys don't know this, because they know this. All right? So once again, you have to love yourself. Put yourself on a pedestal to even attract princess treatment. Because once again, even if a guy is trying to do nice things for you, if your self-esteem is not there, if your self-love is not there, you're going to always sell yourself short. All right? So another important tip to keeping up that high vibration of that divine feminine and attracting that princess treatment is being able to detach. You have to be willing to let these men roam free. You have to be willing to forget about him if he's not being consistent, and keep it moving and keep going out by yourself and meeting new people and going on more dates. You have to be willing to just be like, it's okay. It's not even an issue. Like, he's not ready for me for whatever reason. He's not telling me. I'm not going to find out because he knows, what we got going on, or he knows the potential. So if he doesn't want to court me or to pursue me, I'm just going to let him be. And it's okay. It's not even a problem. It's not even a problem. Okay? If you're getting emotional and if you're getting wound up in the dating game, you are not doing it right. No, ma'am. You are not supposed to be emotional over any guy, especially if y'all are not in a relationship. Okay? Period. So, yes, if a guy is not acting right, it's okay. It's okay. Because guess what? He's the one missing out on you. Because why? Because you're the prize. You're the thing that he wants to be around. You're the energy he wants to soak up. Okay? So if he's not making an effort, it's not even a problem. Clearly, he has a lot going on. Okay? Because if a guy doesn't even have money to take you out once a week, he has more problems than you want to deal with. Trust me. All right? So, yes, love yourself, value yourself, and that's how you will attract people that respect you, people that want to put you on the same pedestal you put yourself on, and you attract that princess treatment when you treat yourself like a princess. All right? Do not think that you have to repay these guys because they bought you food. Can't you buy yourself food? Haven't you been buying yourself food for basically all of your adulthood? You don't need to pay him back with your body for any type of attention. Any text backs, any dates, you don't need to pay him nothing. Whatever makes you comfortable, you establish that. You let him know what type of time you're on. And if he's not willing to go at your pace, he's not worth it. You will regret it. You will. All right. So if you are not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that. Turn on your notifications, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.